Hello, Sauce Fiends, and welcome back to Steve's Sauce Shack. I'm Steve, and today we're going to be talking about tiger sauce. Now, this is a very polarizing sauce because some people take great exception to the use of the term hot sauce when describing this. And I will concede, this is probably the least spicy hot sauce that I've ever tried. But everyone reacts to capsaicin differently. If you're someone who can detect capsaicin in bell peppers, then you're probably still going to find this notably spicy. If not, if you're more in the habanero, even a ghost pepper, anything like that, you're really just going to be getting flavor out of this more so than any noticeable heat. So, as usual, we'll be trying this by itself first and then on a variety of dishes, see how it stacks up. So without further ado, let's get into the test. That's a healthy pour. Didn't think that one through. So very, very sweet. Second ingredient is sugar. And despite cayenne peppers being the first ingredient, only now am I getting the slightest capsaicin tingle kind of on the tongue. And you probably saw how absurd of a pour that was. That was a lot of sauce. So anything you put this on, if you're looking for it to actually be spicy, you're going to need quite a bit of it. And even really, if you're looking for it to be spicy, you're going to be using something else to supplement the capsaicin element. But if you love the flavor and you want the heat, you can probably find a pepper oil or something like that just to bring the capsaicin. But really good flavor. So I mentioned sweet, a little tangy from the vinegar presence, but definitely getting the cayenne peppers. It's got a smokiness to it. So it tends to do pretty well on eggs, burgers, anything like that you want a smoky flavor to. Like for me, a breakfast sandwich is a really solid choice. And then cumin, I can't detect the cumin personally. I'm sure it's adding to the overall flavor of it. The garlic, very much there, especially towards the end of the flavor, and then contains anchovy. I don't taste any fishiness from this, but if you're looking for any sort of vegan sauce, something like that, not for you. Some other basic spices, but really this reads sweet, a little bit of smoky. It has the chili pepper taste. It's in a strange way somewhat near like a sweet Thai chili sauce in terms of the ratio of sweet and hot. Not so much in the ratio, or not ratio, but not so much in taste profile. So delightful, not something I'm going to use if I'm looking to spice something up directly, but very good flavor profile. You got to be a little careful with how sweet it is on overpowering something from that perspective. So we'll cut over to the kitchen, cook up some dishes, and see how this stacks up. And we're back now with tiger sauce, ready to face the gauntlet. So we'll be starting with the eggs. Generally, I enjoy tiger sauce on breakfast foods. Breakfast sandwiches, I find it performs really well. Eggs alone, I think the sweetness might overpower the entire dish here, but we will see. So a little sweet, but the smokiness is really nice on eggs in particular. And then, like I said, any sort of breakfast sandwich, I just tend to smother in this. Not very spicy, really not much heat to this sauce, but very, very good flavor overall. That's a really good pairing. So sweet sauces in general for me, I really prefer on meats. Really missing a little bit of heat on this, but pairing this with any sort of chicken, steak. I don't think I've tried it on fish, but could be something there. Let me know. But chicken and steak, absolutely. The pairing here is great. Like I said, really leaves me longing for a little more kick. The amount of capsaicin in this has got to be very, very minimal. Certainly not an extract sauce, but again, really great flavor overall. And then lastly, we'll try it on the top. Well, penultimately. Again, I'm expecting this might be a little sweet to be putting on a taco, and maybe not quite hot enough for what you would be looking for, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is where the sauce shines the brightest. It's not a bad flavor pairing. The smokiness is really solid, but a little too sweet. Definitely not hot enough for taco territory. And lastly, we'll try the Tiger Sauce Bloody Mary. I feel like it gets a little lost with all the flavors going on in the Bloody Mary. The sweetness isn't unwelcome, but that's about the only note that's coming through. So I'd either have to dial up the quantity of tiger sauce that I'm putting into that, or use a different sauce entirely, because again, there's no amount of that you're going to add that's going to give this any sort of capsaicin kick, which is what I would be looking to really balance out those three hot compounds to bring a little more balance to the drink. So overall, I'd say strongest pick, definitely on the wings. What I use this sauce for primarily is my secret weapon for burgers. So make your own burger patties. Just get the ground beef, season it how you like it, and I recommend using a little bit of tiger sauce mixed in there. So I'll usually do salt, pepper, plenty of garlic, and then tiger sauce with Worcestershire sauce, as well as I'm a big fan of squeezy garlic because I hate chopping garlic myself. So squeezy garlic and garlic powder. And then if you use a mixed spice for your burgers, I definitely recommend that. I use sazon completa, which is garlic, onion, salt, a little bit of cumin, kind of a good blend of things, a little bit of MSG, just really, really good in the burger. So that's my number one recommendation on what to use that sauce for, but really can't go wrong on any sort of breakfast dish with this either. And that's another one for the shelf. Let me know what you guys like to use this sauce on, or what you prefer to use in place of it, and let me know in the comments what sauce you would like to see next. But if you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing, and thanks for stopping by.